The mere fact that this water bottle with alcohol in it appeared in court on February 13th is evidence enough of an agreement. Respectfully, if she thought that it was a terrible idea, she wouldn't have told her mom in the first place, Judge. So, I mean, by a probable cause standard, that has definitely been met, Judge.
So I think the facts are pretty clear. The question of fact for everyone, but I guess I'll use my logic. So that's what's so confusing is all calls were monitored and recorded from the jail. It says that. And then we think we're brilliant because we're going to speak Spanish on the call as if we can't get a Spanish interpreter, put them under oath, under perjury, and say, hey, interpret this call for us in the select language. And we get that. And it's clearly someone asking someone to bring some alcohol into court, which I don't know why 3 people thought it was smart. Like, you would hope one of the 3 said, that's kind of dumb. I'm not going to play that in court. Like, no, that's not smart. But that didn't happen here. So let's just go through the facts. So we get a phone call. Obviously, it's Mr. Jose Montalvo from the jail. I mean, that's clear. To his sister, Roxanne Montalvo, to say, hey, bring my favorite, alcohol to court and tie. And then we get a text message the next day off the iPad, remember to bring my water and tie. We get to court, we see the attorney, Mr. Ernest, I think that's his name. He has a tie in one hand, water bottle in the other hand. You see Ms. Demarius in a blue jogging suit going up the hallway. They go into court, the bottle was sat in front of where Mr. Jose Montalvo was seated. So I think no one questions Mr. Jose Montalvo is bound over as charged. He clearly asked for this. There was an agreement between the 3. He intended them to do so, to commit this. So the conspiracy you have the knowledge, you have knowingly agreed to commit a crime, you have the intent to commit the crime or assist someone in attempting to commit the crime, and then the actual crime take place. So those are the 3 elements, just so everybody can be on the same page. So Mr. Montalvo, Jose Montalvo, asked for the wine, knowing it was against the law to have alcohol in the court. He intended for them to have because he requested it twice. So he asked the first day or the day before. Then he said he reminded them to bring it. And then we actually have a bottle coming to Judge Polar's court that was discovered to be alcohol within. He's bound over his charge. That's easy. Then we have Miss Roxanne Montalvo. She was at the courthouse. She was. It was a trial. But you have her receiving the instructions from Mr. Jose Montalvo. And then they disconnect. And then there's a reminder the next day. There's no more conversation between Jose Montalvo and, let's say there is conversation. I think you can kind of hear somebody in the background on the first call. We obviously know it's Jose and Roxanne. I think you may hear Ms. Demarius in the background or not. I'm not sure, but it sounded like there's a lot of people on the phone. But let me just say this. Miss Demarius Montalvo had to know to bring the alcohol to court. By who? That's what the jury's going to figure out. Miss Demarius, Miss Roxanne Montalvo is bound over the circuit court as contraband. Because how does Miss Demarius Montalvo know to bring the alcohol to court? Miss Roxanne Montalvo is the missing link. And then we have Demarius Montalvo, who obviously gets the instructions or overhears or whatever it may be. She gets the instructions from Jose Montalvo to get the alcohol and bring it to court. She's walking down the hallway. She hands it off to the attorney. The attorney puts it on the desk. So I just think, it's enough to send the circuit court for trial. Once again, there was an agreement to commit the crime. There was an intent or one wanted to help someone commit the crime, and it actually happened. So we're all set. But once again, it's just confusing how we thought we were going to be slick and speak in Spanish like we couldn't get an interpreter to come do this. And all calls are monitored and recorded. I can't tell you how many times I tell people that all calls are monitored and recorded from the jail. But that goes to show you there's a common link between a lot of people that go to jail. They just don't think. Bound over his charge. arraignment date will be for Mr. Montalvo, because he's in jail, is 7 to 10 days, and you two, it'll be 10 to 14 days. Bonds continue.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you, Mr. Mark. Thank you, Mr.